Hi, it's Wednesday. Apparently it's the day some Harry Potter movie comes out, so I'm assuming I'm pretty much talking to no one and it's just me and the chickens. It is writing week again, and we're talking about plots. Plots require or imply organisation, and given my past history of begging for help with organisation and how I can stop months going by without noticing them, do we imagine for 1 second that I'm good at plotting? No, I'm not. Generally, I get an idea and I run with it. That's pretty much it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it fails dismally. For example, that is the one full-length manuscript I ever completed. Bonnets. Was it plotted? Yeah, sure. I had a vague idea that things would turn out generally okay at the end. I did have some idea of how it was going. However, when I got to about here, things changed a lot. For the better. There's this huge section, probably about that much, completely unplanned. So 1/3 of the novel just happened, and I happen to think it's actually the best third of the novel. I think we can safely conclude I fail at plotting. Every time I try, it's a disaster. The plotting goes really well when I structure out a story and it has scenes and all sorts of things that you would want. But that's where it stops. My brain says, okay, you've plotted it out, that's great. What an achievement, sit back and have a cup of tea. But really what works for me is vague idea and just run with it. And 145,000 words later, you have a plot. But there's a story around it as well, which is helpful. And I was actually thinking on the way home, I criticised a lot about J.K. Rowling's writing, but actually her plots are pretty good. Except for the bits where, we get bogged down in meaningless world building. But they're pretty well structured plots in those books, which is one thing they have going for them. Pity about the writing. Twilight, however, the plot in that, rubbish. One of my favourite plotters is Terry Pratchett. I think his plots are absolutely amazing. I really don't understand how he could possibly write any of those stories without actually having a really well structured sort of plot guide or story outline or whatever, because wow, they link together so perfectly, and I think they're amazing. I don't know how he does it. He is some sort of genius. I don't have any tips on plotting or anything like that, because I think whatever works for you for a reason. And it's getting cold, so I'm going to go in and make a cup of tea. That will be delicious. It always is. And I will see you all next Wednesday for non-writing week. Have a good week and a fantastic weekend. And if you saw the Harry Potter movie, I hope it was good. I haven't seen the last one. Maybe I should. Anyway, see you next week.